if there's one great piece of advice that you got, and I'm sure you would have got a lot, what is that one piece of advice that you got which you remember even today?
It's funny you asked that because I said I'd spent several years on Wall Street, and I was thinking of not coming back to academia and just sort of switching careers. And I was having dinner with a colleague of mine who's now passed away, um, and I said, it's just so hard to ignore the fact that I'd be making like 20 times what I make as a lowly professor.
Mm.
And he asked me, he says, "Do you have enough?" And I said, "Yeah, I got enough." And he says, "Well, then do what you like, do what's fun."
Mm.
So I'll never forget that. It was a simple question: "Do you have enough?" And I was like, "Yep, I have enough." And this has come up in sort of some of my earlier podcast conversations I had with John Sexton, where I said, "What advice do you give people?" And he said, "If you keep your needs low, you can do whatever you should pursue whatever it is. Just keep your needs modest."
Mm.
Um, and so that was good advice.
In
Keep
fact,
your needs modest.
I read
Yeah.
that in your newsletter. So that
Yeah,
was
and I might just put another one in by Michael Roth, who's the president of Wesleyan. Like I asked him, I said, "What's the purpose of higher education?" And he said, "It's to maximize serendipitous encounters."
beautiful.
Which I thought was great, right? The
Mm.
role of education, of higher education, is to maximize the probability of serendipitous encounters. So put yourself out and be open to serendipity. There's another quote that goes something like, "Luck favors the prepared," right?
Mm.
So, and I think serendipity favors the people who are sort of receptive to it. So
Beautiful.
those
Beautiful.
are a couple of interesting quotes and pieces of advice that I've heard that really resonated.
Beautiful. Beautiful.